Hello YouTube, I'm Mikey and welcome to Boulevard Bricks. So today is an interesting one. It's solving a long-time conflict between modular sidewalks and road plates. And this is a technique I've been using for quite some time now, but I've never really shared it with anybody, so check it out. Alright, so here you can see I'm using the old school road plates. I have a bunch of these from when I was a kid, plus I bought some extra ones. I like the look of them. They have 9 studs on the sides, and when you put a modular building next to them, it really makes this humongous sidewalk that is essentially wider than the road itself. And it's even worse when you have sidewalks on both sides, because then you have all of the sidewalk space in a very small road. So what I found is if I use a 1x plate and line the road with the plates, I can actually set the modular building on top of the rest of the base plate. So essentially using 1 stud width for the plates, and then 8 studs are covered up by the modular building. And oddly enough, it seems to line up where the plate and the base plate for the modular are the same height. And so if you squeeze them together, you can easily put one more tile on top and just line it up and make a perfect curb. And so it's really clean and really neat. So the only thing that you have to make sure that you're doing is putting a base plate underneath the back end of the modular so that it's held up level. Otherwise the modular building will tip backwards a little bit. Alright, so where this really gets cool is on the corners. You can use the same technique for the corner buildings and put the tiles. For like this garage, what I'll actually do is put cheese slopes for the driveway entrances, and it all matches up perfectly. And then the absolute best part is when you do 2 corners on a city block, it leaves you with this really cool alleyway, just like in real cities, where city blocks have alleyways between the major building areas, and you can access the back of the buildings. I could see having like garbage trucks in there and so forth. But also what this does is it leaves you with a 16 stud wide section, because the buildings are pushed 8 studs in each direction. So you can actually slide another modular building in there, a 16 wide modular building, and complete that city block, or leave it open and create an alleyway, as I just mentioned. So this technique will work with the current base plates. You just have less studs that you're covering up, so therefore if you're doing corner buildings and expecting to have a gap, instead of a 16 stud gap, you'll be left with a 10 wide, which is still plenty room for an alleyway behind the buildings. Alright, so you're probably saying, Mikey, I'm going to waste a lot of base plates putting them underneath the modular buildings. Well, that's true, and you might have base plates that are cracked or discolored or whatever. Use those. And if you don't have those, I'm building my Lego city on a budget, and so I actually found at our local dollar store these Make It blocks base plates, totally Lego compatible, same size, same thickness, everything, and they're $1 a piece. So I have a few of these that I'll put underneath the modular buildings to support them, but also to build out the alleyways behind the buildings. Okay, so I'd love to hear what you think. Would you try stacking your modulars on top of your road plates? Or do you prefer to have the really wide sidewalk? Let me know in the comments down below. And thanks for joining me today. And we'll see you again on Boulevard Bricks. Take care.